original agenda for this meeting is the legalization of same-sex marriage. I invite the representatives of the United States, India, and Italy to participate in this meeting. Colleagues, although same-sex marriage has been regulated through law, religion, and custom in most countries of the world, the legal and social responses have ranged from celebration on the one hand to criminalization on the other. Today, I would like to invite all representatives to share their country's perspective on this issue. I now give the floor to a representative who wishes to make statements. I give the floor to the representative of India.
Thank you, Madam President. The India is home to Hinduism, the third largest religion in the world, which accounts for roughly 13% of global population, and with roughly 1 billion people in India. With that huge number, Indian society and culture are deeply affected by this religion. Also, according to Hindu law, socio-legal same-sex relationships are considered a sacrament in all branches. While there may be various forms of relationships in society, the legal recognition of marriage is only for heterosexual relationship between a biological male and a biological female. Therefore, our country believes that changing the entire legislative policy of the country, which is deeply embedded in religious and societal norms, is nearly impossible. Furthermore, in our country, there are many laws and legislations premised on the understanding of a man and a woman. Take the anti-dowry law as an example. The law aims to prevent the giving or receiving of a dowry. Under the Dowry Prohibition Act, dowry includes property, goods, or money given by either party to the marriage, by the parents of either party, or by anyone else in connection with the marriage is not allowed. Therefore, if same-sex marriage is legalized in our country, there is nearly no possible way to reconcile such laws. There is also a critical factor to consider when legalizing same-sex marriage, which is the enforcement of child's rights. Our National Commission for Protection of Child Rights argues that same-sex parents may have limited exposure to traditional gender role models. Hence, the children's exposure could be limited and their overall personality growth could be affected. According to a study conducted by the Catholic University of America, emotional and developmental problems are twice as prevalent in children of same-sex parents than in children with opposite-sex parents. With that being said, allowing adoption to same-sex couples is endangering the children. Last but not least, we suppose that the legislation of same-sex marriage is just an urban elitist concept that undermines religious and social values. The petitions that merely reflect urban elitist view cannot be compared with the appropriate legislature, which reflects the views and voices of a far wider spectrum and expands across the country. As we value the sanctity attached to the institution of marriage in the country, the societal ethos cherished values in the concept of family and other such relevant considerations, which social relationships would be legally recognized, will be decided by the representatives of people in that they are the appropriate democratic institutions. So that all things considered, we, India, are strongly opposed to same-sex marriage. Thank you, Madam President. Bye.
I thank the representative of India for their statement. I give the floor to the representative of the United States.
Thank you, Madam President. Talking about same-sex marriage, the first reason why I think our country allowed same-sex marriage is it do not make actual negative impact on the society. It does not decrease a nation's population. Many research on up to 32 countries which have legalized same-sex marriage have proven that there was no evidence showing that gay marriage would make the country's population decline. Additionally, the nature of marriage between people from the LGBTQIA+ community is pure love. The WHO have long stated that homosexuality is in fact not an illness. So legalized gay marriage is the only proper way to recognize LGBTQIA+ people existent as a human. Humans deserve to love and to receive equal rights regardless of their genders and sexualities. As a country of freedom and equality, I think it is crucial for the US to fight for the queers like we fight for women and Black people. Secondly, we strongly believe that authorized same-sex marriage not only improve people's life quality, but also improve the country's economy. Allow LGBTQIA+ to engage in marriage can increase work productivity and enthusiasm among workers, therefore can create a healthy work environment. Moreover, there would be noticeable decline in economic damages come from the mental disorders due to the minority position of LGBTQIA+ people.
3.
I thank the representative of the United States for this statement. I give the floor to a representative of Italy.
Thank you, Madam President. One argument in support of Italy's policy not allowing full marriage between people of the same sex and only allowing civil unions is the desire to balance societal values and legal recognitions. First and foremost, cultural traditional factors. Italy, like many countries, has a rich cultural and historical background that has helped shape its societal values. These values often include traditional views on marriage as a union between a man and a woman. Supporters of the policy argue that it's important to respect and preserve these cultural and traditional factors that have long been associated with the institution of marriage. Second, respect for religious beliefs. Italy, as a predominantly Catholic country, places importance on religious beliefs. The Catholic Church, which has a significant influence in Italy, doesn't recognize same-sex marriage. By not allowing full marriage between people of the same sex, Italy respects the religious beliefs of its citizens and maintains a balance between the interests of different segments of society. Third, legal recognition and protections. While full marriage may not be available to same-sex couples, civil unions provide a legal framework that recognizes the relationship and offers a certain protections and benefits. Civil unions offer grant rights such as inheritance, property rights, and access to health care. Supporters argue that civil unions adequately address the legal aspects of same-sex partnerships while maintaining the traditional understanding of marriage. Fourthly, social acceptance and gradual process. Italy's policy of civil unions reflects a step towards progress and social acceptance. While it may not fully satisfy our advocates of the same-sex marriage, it represents a significant shift in recognizing and supporting same-sex relationships within the legal framework of civil unions. Supporters argue that this gradual approach allows society to adapt at its own pace and facilitate a smoother transition. Finally, political consensus. Italy's policy on civil unions reflects a political consensus reached through democratic process. Laws and policies are often shaped by the will of people and decisions made by elected representatives. Supporters of the policy argue that it is a reflection of the collective stance of society at that time and they should be respected as a result of democratic deliberation. Taking everything into consideration, supporters of Italy's policy not allowing full marriage between people of the same sex, only allowing civil unions, argue for balance and between societal values, legal recognition, religious beliefs, and political consensus. They emphasize the importance of cultural and traditional factors, respect for religious beliefs, legal protection provided by civil unions, and the gradual process toward social acceptance. Thank you, Madam President.